Guys, today bot went absolutely crazy.
So yeah, as you can see, the curve is basically steady until
I paid someone to code my exact breakout strategy as a Forex robot known as an EA. I'm gonna deposit real money into a live account here and run it for the week. At the end of this, I'm gonna bring in an expert to discuss this whole case study and break down the results so we can see what we can make out of it. Overall, this is gonna be a fun experiment, so I'm looking forward to getting into this. Let's go.
All right, so the plan for this is we're going to use my classic setup one entry. My setup one entry, if you see my journal here that I do on live stream, setup one comes up a lot. You can see setup one, setup one. Now this is a simple breakout. It's not a breakout, but it's a close above a resistance type strategy. So I have made a YouTube video about it. It was one of my popular YouTube videos, breakout strategy, 92K views. It's a popular video. Now what it's based off is based off setup number one. Setup number one is basically a close above the range. So you're looking for price to form a range, for price to close above that range, and for there to be my LTAs, which is my clean candles, right? My clean candles, which I'm looking for price to move in that zone, because if it could move clean in the past, I expect it to move clean in the future. So that's what this bot is going to be designed on, right? So it's going to be designed that we are going to basically identify the zones, find a support, a resistance and a support, and look for a candle closing above to execute the trade to fill the zone with an average TP and SL here, right? So we're keeping just an average TP and SL, targeting basically one-to-ones. We're looking for one-to-ones and keeping SL below and above, basically a one-to-one. So target will always be a one-to-one regardless of if there was resistance. That is a leak in the bot here, but we have something that we're doing. So before we start the test, I'm gonna get Antonio, which is the guy who coded this bot, to come speak to us now, describe a little bit about the bot, and let's go have a discussion with him now. All right, guys, so I'm on a call here with Antonio. This is Antonio. If you don't know who Antonio is, this is our developer for PipLabs and the co-founder of PipLabs as well. So he actually coded this bot for me. I want him to talk a little bit about this bot. That is his background, is he's a coder, of course. Let's let him talk a little bit about this bot, how it works.
So this bot is really simple. We just took the basic concept that markets moves basically in cycles. So impulse, correction, consolidation. So we wanted to get basically the moment the market gets out of consolidation.
After running the backtest here, so this is just a backtest which you can do with an EA. This is the results based on what we discussed.
Yes.
So this is preliminary results.
So yeah, as you can see, the curve is basically steady until we reach here what seems to be the maximum lot size that this account can hold. This account is a $1,000 account, so it cannot hold much lot size, and this is the problem with basically incrementing lot sizes. So yeah, as you can see, the curve is basically really steady. We should not have too much drawdown compared to other grid strategies, because basically we're closing trades. So the drawdown that we're reaching here, which is right now 42.45%, based of course on maximum profit levels.
So yeah, I mean, as we can see here, and as he discussed, equity curve is stable. There are big dips of drawdown as the lot size increases, but so far setup one seems to be powerful enough to build something that has, in backtesting results, some sort of data to make us at least be able to try and run this for a week and see or 2 weeks and see what happens. So we're going to hook this up to the live account and basically see what happens and take it from there. So
guys, bot is running now on gold. Like we said, gold dumped really heavy. We didn't actually run it during NY session because it was bank holiday today, but gold literally ran super heavy right here towards the downside. I did manage to catch myself some shorts after this big candle here, but so we'll see if the bot actually takes the trade overnight, maybe tries to retrace some of this move, as it's based on that setup one, right? So we'll see what it does here. Account is locked and loaded. MetaTrader 4. So nostalgic to look at MetaTrader 4. It's been so long. I mean, damn, look at these charts. I mean, it looks, I don't even have it on my PC, but lock and loaded, small account of $200. It hasn't taken a trade yet. Let's see what ends up happening. Account is ready here, and yeah, we'll see what ends up happening, and I'll keep you guys updated. So let's go, let's see what happens.
So a week one recap here for the bot. It didn't start off to the best here of the week, and bot is in a small losing streak here, taking 3 losses on a row, bringing the account down about minus 10% here, as we are risking a lot more, which you shouldn't really be doing. But let's see what happened, the 3 positions here. We won't go over all the positions, but basically I just want to show the concept. This candle closing below, it took a trade to fill this LTA, never reached the lows here, so it never closed it out. Again, it would be targeting a 1-to-1. This spike came in and took the bot out. We have not set it towards session time, as we're scalping on a 5-minute time frame. Took the trade out and it hit stop loss, but trade idea did end up playing out. Actually, this second close should have been a re-entry, but the bot might have identified this as a support here, making it not enter right at support, right? So it wouldn't have entered this, or there was no bottom wick on the broker. Then didn't enter anything here because it's looking for structure. Found a position here, took a sell here as it must have found a clean 5-minute LTA from the past. Took a sell here. Unfortunately got stopped out just for the position to play. It did re-enter on that, but somehow didn't close. So I think this was a winning position. If you look at the closing price, opening price, it makes sense. It was taking a sell here to continue down bearish, fill this area here, but it didn't close because this should have been a winning trade for the bot here. So it seems like there was an error and it didn't close. So it ended the week on a negative here. I really do believe that this should have been a winning trade here, but it ended the week on a negative. And I said I have to run this bot for 1 more week. So we would pick it up from Monday here and we'll see what happens on Monday. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. Let's bring it on Monday and see what happens. Guys, today bot went absolutely crazy. So we made it that the more it loses, because it was on a losing streak, as you saw from the week 1 recap. So you guys are watching this in week 2. This is week 2. This is the first trade it's taken this week, and it's gone crazy. So as it loses more, we increase risk because the probability of losing reduces. So the lot size really drastically increased here, 0.8, 0.16 to 0.32, basically full margining the account. Account was down 50%, and it hit this banger on gold, started killing it on gold, and then goes back to its default lot size, making small gains again. And you can see now it over traded a bit, but it's actually got it on the 5-minute and it's actually up now $10. So it's doing quite well. It should close this out pretty soon here. But yeah, 6. So now it's actually put the account in profit. The account was at $72 after these losses here that it took back-to-back losses. So that's pretty sick to see. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, I would appreciate a like. It really shows me that you guys are supporting the video. It helps it get out to more people who can enjoy and benefit from this free value that we give. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And that's about it. So let's get on with the video. Always like to remind, it does help. And I appreciate it all. Let's go. All right, guys, we're here at the end of the week and we survived. Bot is alive. A bot is didn't blow the account almost. So I'm going to put up a chart right now of what happened on the equity curve, and boom, you can see there, big V shape, almost 80% drawdown. No, this bot has missed a full margin and recovered it and ended the week here with a P&L of $10, which on a $200 account is going to be around that 5%. So it is up nevertheless. It's a very short test here, but I want Antonio to talk a little bit about just bots in general.
We have 2 basic informations that pop out from this test. The first one is that we need to be aware of the risk that we run when we trade commodities on small accounts, right? We are in a crazy time with all of the elections, the US dollar rallying and stuff like that. But nothing too much crazy happened to have us running that 80% of risk. The only thing that actually put us in that spot is the fact that we have big exposure compared to the account, right?
And of course, the strategy we use, where as it takes more losses, it increases
loss. So this is
that's more risk.
Exactly. So one more thing that we need to understand about robots in general is that there's a substantial difference between algos and AIs, which are possibly 1 to 0.5% of what is sold online. So the algos has a predefined market model, and we all know that markets change, right? So the advantage of being trading manually is the fact that you can use a human filter, your ability to recognize and discern patterns to actually adapt your strategy to evolving market cycles, while the expert is going to use quantitative, approaches to trade what it sees, that is always the same. So as long as the parameter X, Y, Z are met, then the robot is going to trade that.
So I think overall this experiment was very fun. Let us know if you want some form of part 2 to this. We'll be happy to make it. But the moral of the story here is don't believe everything here online. No bot is going to solve your life situation. If anything, like Antonio said, long term, it's there to blow your money. So don't believe all of that stuff. Make sure, you really evaluate that. But thank Antonio for coming on today and making this and make this happen. I think it was a great video, very fun to see. And drop Antonio a follow. We'll put his Instagram below. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a subscribe and like. Take care. Trade sharp. And hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Yes, sir.